can always be dying. We all break sometime. Just let me be there for you. I'll always be there for you. My body, your body. Rebuild it from scratch. Talk to me, tell me everything. You know nothing bad. We can always be dying. We all break sometime. Just let me be there for you. I'll always be there for you. Oh! You're my brother, you're my sister, you're my friend. I'm so thankful you're here. You're my brother, you're my sister, you're my friend. You matter to me. You're my brother, you're my sister, you're my friend. You matter to me. I'm so thankful you're here. You matter to me. You're my brother, you're my sister, you're my friend.
Oh, my life is one big motorway. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. I was built for the space age road race. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. Dark light through the window pane. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. We are coming to a town near you. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. Every bit of gray makes the light you generate. It's like big railroad, feel really quite insane. Every bit of gray pushing all my fears away. Blue eyes, leather hips, kiss my apocalypse. We can do it my way. Werewolf Jesus selling Reese's Pieces. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. In 15 minutes I can reach your city limits. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. Baby, we have just begun. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. Yeah, nobody's son when you're on the run. My way or the highway, my way or the highway. 'Cause every bit of gray makes the light you generate. Like big bills roll, feel really quite insane. Every bit of gray pushing all my fears away. Blue eyes, leather hips, kiss my apocalypse. We can do it my way when we go down the highway. We can do it my way when we go down the highway. We can do it my way when we go down the highway. We can do it my way when we go down the highway. We can do it my way when we go down the highway. We can do it my way when we go down the highway.
I give it to you on time, it's no kidding. Give it to you one time, it's opening. I've been cleaning up a long time like old linens. When I hit him with the one line, it's oblivion. I won't even try and handle opinions. Now I'm seeking Mike Angelo brilliance. I wanna see the highs and the lows. I plan to know what life hands in caution. How you say you real, make a tune for the cost. They know how I feel, get a tune for the cost. But now I wanna chill in a room full of sauce. Now I'm bringing life like a fruit with a seed in it. And I got a dice, taking truth for the cost. Run up with the mic on the track with no speed limit. Man, I bring the heat to the booth with the boss. Walk in the room feeling silky smooth. They smell the feet like some filthy shoes. How do they dance to your conscious music? Well, if they're not stuck, they can still be moving. Cause I showed them rapping is cool, yeah. I took it back from the fools, yeah. You made it back to the truth, nah. But I made it back to the truth, nah. I got the game and I was a new dealership. They couldn't stop me and neither will you. I got my haters and ups, do you feel that? They stack their hate, but I'm leaving. But you know when you're trying to grasp it, but your head isn't having it, so you're reaching for the...
And we find ourselves at one of the most iconic venues in world football, the Santiago Bernabeu, here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Lee Dixon, and we've got so much to look forward to. This is where it all begins in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, match day 1 action. It's Real Madrid against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the first group stage of the Champions League is always exciting. 3 points is vital for both teams to get off to a good start. Or a draw may be a good result as well. We're about to find out what happens.
Dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian, will be in goal. Marcelo starts with Carvajal as fullbacks. Luka Modric plays with Toni Kroos in the centre of midfield. And leading the line today is Karim Benzema. PSG have been in building mode for many a year now, and make no mistake, Lee, the Champions League would be the most coveted prize of all for them to win.
Yeah, absolutely. The group stages in the past have not been a real problem for them, but it's just getting over that final hurdle in order to get into semi-finals and finals and actually win the trophy. So a lot's expected of them because of that money, but they need to produce.
Introducing the Paris Saint-Germain starters. Alphonse Areola between the posts. Thiago Silva plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. Marco Verratti starts alongside Ander Herrera in the engine room. And up front, Kylian Mbappe plays alongside Edinson Cavani. It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. Toni Kroos. He's given it straight to the opposition. Mbappe with it. Edinson Cavani now. Here's Mbappe. Cavani running with the ball confidently. The ball with Luka Modric. Karim Benzema. Now Casemiro. Wonderfully creative and highly effective. We're talking, of course, about Eden Hazard.
Well, virtually everything. Quick feet, quick mind, sees the pass before anybody else. So difficult to stop a player like that.
Kroos with the corner. A case of foiling the opposition by whatever means. It's got to be! And he knows he can do a lot better on the shooting front.
Well, how many times has he had that chance in training and scored? On that occasion, all over the place.
attempt at a pass, really. Well, Lee Dixon, there's no getting away from the fact that Real Madrid are Champions League royalty.
Absolutely, Derek. There's certain clubs around the world, Barcelona, Manchester United, teams like that with huge histories, and Real Madrid are right up there. They've won everything.
Verratti, and back with Meunier. They could nudge in front. Still possible. Off the post and back in play. The opening goal, due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead. Well, here's the replay. The keeper's made a save, but it's not good enough. It's back into play. He was first to react, and it's in the back of the net.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. And underway again here with PSG in front. Benzema takes it forward now. Cavani. Under Herrera. Neymar. And Neymar. Meunier. And Edinson Cavani's in position at the far post. And in the back of the net for PSG. That lead extended to 2 now.
Well, as the ball comes to him, he's not got an awful lot of time or space, but he gets the power from somewhere, and it's a brilliant finish.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So 2-0 now. In possession, Marcelo. Now Casemiro. Toni Kroos. And Benzema wasteful with that one. In position here to protect the ball. Meunier. And behind it goes the concession of a corner here. Corner kick played over. Casemiro. It's the threaded Hazard pass. Just couldn't capitalise there.
Well, PSG certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession. Really starting to dictate the tempo of this game now. And they're creating chances as well. I'm not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest. They can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
Verratti. Mbappe with it. Options in the centre. And gobbled up by Courtois. Oh, he's given it away. Meunier. He's taken on his opponent here. Well, the intervention was by Luka Modric, a good one. Now Casemiro. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Stopped there by Marquinhos. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Attending to his defensive chores. They favoured a short one here. Back from the byline. And The first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Neymar is having a wonderful game and proving to be a real handful for the defenders, Lee.
Well, he knows where the goal is, he really does. Goals flying in all over the place. He's calm in front of it. Goalie's nightmare.
It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1. A case of foiling the opposition by whatever means. It's got to be! Well, he knows he can do a lot better on the shooting front.
Well, how many times has he had that chance in training and scored on that occasion?
They could nudge in front. Still possible. Off the post and back in play. The opening goal. Due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead.
Meunier and Edinson Cavani's in position at the far post. And in the back of the net for PSG. Their lead extended to 2 now. And so the second half of this Champions League group stage match day 1 contest commences. And Benzema making a more than decent run. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. This is Neymar. Verratti. Here's Mbappe.
Derek, I still can't believe that didn't go in. What a save.
Very clever read, Casemiro. This could be an interesting avenue. And scope for the cross. Cutting the ball back. Oh, first-rate block by Ramos. Benzema. I must say, no shortage of space. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Casemiro. Modric. And the danger cleared. The Merengues have lost the ball. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Di Maria now. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Under Herrera. Moving forward effectively. And he takes it on. Keeper did his job to begin with.
Well, how many goals are we going to get? The chances are just coming thick and fast. Defensively, they're all over the place. Can they make them pay a little bit more? It looks like they can.
Room to roam for the Merengues here. That ball was put into the right area, but no one able to capitalise. Under Herrera. Now Meunier. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Cut out by Kimpembe. Under Herrera. 15 minutes remaining. Well, in the second half, trailing, albeit by a small margin. How should they be viewing this task, Lee? And slipped through by Karim Benzema. But it was fired straight at the keeper. No real difficulties for him.
No, decent positioning from the goalkeeper. Poor shot, to be honest with you.
Mbappe with it. Plenty of running room in the wide position. And he cuts inside. This is Kroos. Casemiro. Hazard! Still alive. Much more straightforward for the keeper this time, but previously he had work to do.
Wow, double bubble. He gets the ball in the end, but the first save he makes, absolutely brilliant.
Look at Modric. Modric! Well, body in the way. This is Neymar. Mbappe with it. Thiago Silva. Ander Herrera. He's failed to hold it, Neymar. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Well, now it is final, and Real Madrid will be wondering where it went awry tonight. A terrible start to their Champions League campaign.
It's not a disaster as it's only game 1. You can't afford any more slip-ups. That result will eat away at the players until game 2 comes along.
Neymar, such a difficult man to pin down, as we saw in this game. Lee, your thoughts on his performance?
Well, clearly the difference between the two sides today. 2 goals, a really good performance, ran into the channel, did everything right. Absolutely, 9 out of 10.
A really exciting night ahead of us here at the Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray. With me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And this is where it all starts in the UEFA Champions League. The group stage and match day one. My goodness, so much to look forward to. It is Liverpool up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, the first group stage of the Champions League is always exciting. 3 points is vital for both teams to get off to a good start. Or a draw may be a good result as well. We're about to find out what happens.
Liverpool, the record winners of the European Cup of Champions League amongst English sides, and it's always something magical when they take part in this competition.
Well, there's such rich history at this football club, right through the players, the staff, but even more so with the spectators. They expect Liverpool to go deep in this competition.
So the starting lineup for Liverpool. The highly rated Brazilian Alisson begins between the posts. Joel Matip plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And leading the attack today is the ultimate pressing machine, Roberto Firmino. Introducing the Spurs starting 11. Hugo Lloris begins in goal. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. Moussa Sissoko starts alongside Tanguy Ndombele in the centre of midfield. And in attack, the always dangerous Harry Kane. It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day one, underway. Mane. Well, it's Mane moving through the gears. But after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Firmino. Roberto Firmino. Henderson. He was at thought just then. Moving forward effectively. Firmino. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Ronaldo. Well blocked, but he must clear it away. A decisive clearance it was. But on the way into the game, so many people were asking us about Sadio Mane, a truly top talent. Lee, what kind of display do you expect to see from him?
Well, we say to each other in the back four, don't give him a yard because he will score. Don't give this lad half a yard. He's such a great finisher.
Alderweireld. Christian Eriksen now. Aurier. Options in the centre. He succeeds in clearing it. Henderson has it. Roberto Firmino. And taken away by Alderweireld. Here's Ndombele. Now Sissoko. Dele Alli. Here's Rose. The object of the exercise from the Spurs' point of view is to get it forward, and they're doing that rather well. Dealing with the threat that was real. No problems grabbing hold of that one. It's with Fabinho. Henderson. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, what can Liverpool do with this advantageous situation? Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Are they going to forge ahead? And now he must score! And it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden one team ahead. Things have got to change on both sides. Well, here it is. How do you like him? In an open goal, please. No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
So the game is restarted. Liverpool in front. Dele Alli. Passing it with a bit of panache. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. It's with Fabinho. Wijnaldum now. Beautifully disguised ball. Sadio Mane. Just what the Liverpool fans wanted to see as they extend their lead to 2 goals.
Well, it's a lovely goal. The pass was sublime, but then the finish. Not easy sometimes when you have so much time to think about it.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. It's going their way, 2-0. Losing the ball, Dele Alli. Salah. A very effective clearance. I don't think too many of us were predicting this, but Christian Eriksen has been quietly.
Well, all eyes are on him, and quite rightly so. He's normally a very influential player, but not today. Not sure he'd be able to get his team back into this, to be honest with you.
And he takes on the shot. Well, really, that would be meat and drink to most goalkeepers.
Yeah, goalkeeper fully in control there.
Here's Rose. Dele Alli. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Now Sissoko. And space for the cross. But he stopped them. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Dele Alli now. Kane. Son. Here's Ndombele. Now, Son. Ndombele. Dele Alli. Rose. Now he must favour the cross. Well, they get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count.
Liverpool have hardly had the ball, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
An abundance of space. Crossing opportunity. Harry Kane! And heading it just over the bar.
Yeah, he thinks he's in, he thinks he's scored, and it's just over the bar.
Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Virgil van Dijk. Straight down the throat of the opposition. Ndombele. He continues to make hay. Kane. Son. And the ball sailing over everyone in the centre. And a goal kick will be next. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's with Fabinho. Now Mo Salah. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Rose. Son. Crossing possibilities. Son with the pass, but not what he had in mind. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Wijnaldum. And given away. Here's Ndombele. Now Aurier. Eriksson. Mane. Wijnaldum now. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Well, in the second half, trailing, albeit by a small margin. How should they be viewing this task, Lee?
Well, Tottenham haven't been at that.
Beautifully disguised ball. Salah. Chance, Wijnaldum. He's gone for power, but might be regretting that now, Lee.
Oh, my. Why? How? So many questions.
Alderweireld. Now Aurier. Sissoko. Now Alderweireld. Aurier. And a throw-in forthcoming. Spurs to make a personnel switch now. Fabinho now. Henderson has it. Matip. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Angled for Salah. And he's clear as lines. Fabinho. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Now Harry Kane. Eriksson. That's a good example of how to get forward from Christian Eriksen. It looks promising. Thumped clear. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Mane. Well, they have it again. There goes the full-time whistle, and Liverpool fans won't mind this at all. Liverpool with 3 points from their first game of this Champions League campaign.
Yeah, really, really strong start. That's what you need. But with 5 games to go, very important you stay in the now. One game at a time, Derek. Bit of a cliche.
A story of Sadio Mane excelling. Is that how you saw it, Lee?
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.
Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Are they going to forge ahead? And now he must score. And it is the opening goal of the contest.
Well, it was always going to be a tight game, but now all of a sudden...
Wijnaldum now. Beautifully disguised ball. Just what the Liverpool fans wanted to see as they extend their lead to 2 goals. Crossing opportunity. Harry Kane! And heading it just over the bar.
Yeah, he thinks he's in.
He's gone for power, but might be regretting that now, Lee.
Oh, my. Why? How? So many questions.
And the floodlights are shining down on the players here in the Spanish capital of Madrid. We're at the Bernabeu. I'm Derek Ray, joined for commentary by the former Arsenal defender Lee Dixon. And we've got so much to look forward to. This is where it all begins in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, match day 1 action. It is Borussia Dortmund taking on Liverpool.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game 1. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
the lineup for Dortmund. Roman Bürki begins in goal. Mats Hummels starts alongside Manuel Akanji in central defence. Marco Reus plays alongside Axel Witsel in central midfield. And the main forward is Paco Alcácer. I think, Lee, we all look forward, don't we, to the various stages of the Champions League, from the group stage to the knockout stages. Each has its own dynamic.
Well, it does. I certainly get a little bit more excited when the knockout stages start, I must admit. But the group stage is an introduction to everybody, to all the teams that are in the competition. I think that's vital. You get to know the players, the teams, how they play. And then once the knockout stages start, the real excitement for me kicks in.
So the starting lineup for Liverpool. The highly rated Brazilian Alisson begins between the posts. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Joel Matip in central defence. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And leading the attack today is the ultimate pressing machine, Roberto Firmino. Torgan Hazard. Manoeuvring his way forward. And played in. And the cross not quite accurate enough. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Alcácer. Putting the ball back. A brisk start and a quick goal.
Well, the manager would have said, keep it tight at the back and see if we can nick an early goal. And they certainly have done. Wow, what technique. When the ball comes to you and you don't need a touch and you can just whack it first time like this. What a goal.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? So the game back in business. It's Borussia Dortmund with the lead here. Now Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Matip. Liverpool couldn't keep it. So a throw in here. They've regained possession. Alcácer. Jadon Sancho. Sancho. And he cuts inside. An important interception. Lukasz Piszczek with it. Brandt. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. And this is Reus. It looked as though he might have been onside, but he was just a fraction off.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I'd like to see that again.
Henderson has it. This is Salah. Can they trouble the opposition this time? And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Options in the centre. And the corner for Liverpool. And now the delivery, just far too close to the goalkeeper. Matip. Henderson has it. And Mohamed Salah now. Wijnaldum. In possession, Schultz. Jadon Sancho. The ball with Marco Reus. Marco Reus. Paco Alcácer. Alcácer. And a goal here for Borussia Dortmund. Can they be stopped?
Well, let's see that one again. It's all about the contact, does everything right. He's not bothered where the goal is. He knows where it is. He gets a beautiful strike on it.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. So 2-0 now. Andrew Robertson. Virgil van Dijk. Well, they are on the wrong end of the scoreline. But Lee, your overall thought? Useful looking ball. Roberto Firmino might fancy this. The goalkeeper relatively untroubled.
Yeah, he's not going to let that one in, Derek.
Henderson has it. Sadio Mane now. Wijnaldum. Mane. Firmino. Oh, a nice looking pass. And Mane has beaten the goalkeeper.
Well, let's take a look at this replay. The difference between a good player and some of the best players is they don't need to take a touch. Gets his shot away. First time. Nothing else matters but concentrating on that ball.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. On the ball, Torgan Hazard. Nico Schulz. Torgan Hazard. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee? And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Wijnaldum. Henderson has it. And a strong tackle. In position here to protect the ball. Well, he's lost it. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank. He's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
Good pressure. Can they make something of this? And they'll have to throw it back in play. Brandt. Marco Reus. Sancho. It's been whipped towards the near post. And it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Liverpool have given it away. Sancho. Marco Reus. He's gone for power, Lee, but it's wide.
Well, no real direction, but the power was there. And you're right, it's just gone past the post.
Virgil van Dijk. Andrew Robertson. That move looked as though it had genuine potential, but it's broken down. Marco Reus. Marco Reus with a through ball. And the ball is in the net. Well, the goal will not stand. It is offside.
Yeah, good football there, but just straight offside.
Van Dijk with it. Wijnaldum now. Here's Robertson. Mane. He's going forward well here. Here's Piszczek. Łukasz Piszczek with it. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Liverpool have given us away. Piszczek. And now Dahoud. Might be able to set up the chance. Fed over towards the back post. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. And that's an important intervention. Royce. Playing with purpose and control. Looking to set Hazard. And somehow he prevents a goal.
Well, it looked a certain goal, Derek. The agility, the reflex is unbelievable.
So the corner played into the box. Really wanted to get it past the first defender then. That is excellent pressure high up the pitch. Crisp tackling. Just wanted to get it out of there. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Henderson. Mats Hummels wins the challenge. Nico Schulz. The ball with Marco Reus. And Witsel with it. Sancho now. Dahoud. It's an enterprising Dortmund attack. Can they take advantage of the situation? Witsel. Piszczek. Still possibilities. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, you tell youngsters in that position just to hit the target. You can't score unless you do. And on this occasion he does, and he scores.
And it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Poor attempt at a pass, really. We have entered the final minute of normal time. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Wijnaldum now. Firmino. Keeper's contribution, but what next? And that is the end of the story. And my goodness, Liverpool fans will be wondering what on earth happened tonight. A wretched start to their Champions League season on match day 1.
That's the last thing you need. Start of the
Paco Al...
Threatened like that, you know you're better than average. Oh. my value. The second they try it, the minute they have you. Your minutes are valuable, limits are malleable. You can go farther than ceilings allow you to. You can do anything, anything if you put your mind to it. You can do anything, but don't take my word for it. But this is the truth, it's infallible, true. Put it in use, it's invaluable too. All the bars are mixed with parables, true. This is knowledge, it's inflammable too. Wait, where they find this kid, it's a mystery. I don't know, man, it's the gift that they did to me. I was trying to find me hints of my destiny. All I followed was my instincts and instantly I was put onto a stage with a mic on it. Iconic, you're here engaging with my knowledge. All I do is fill a page with my mind on it. Ironic, they find a wave and they ride on it. You can do anything, anything if you put your mind to it. You can do anything, but don't take my word for it. No, so they hate, but it's all my fault. But you're not anywhere I go, so you're not coming near my ozone. Oh no, so they hate, but it's all my fault. But you're not anywhere I go, so you're not coming near my ozone. Oh no, so they hate, but it's all my fault. But you're not anywhere I go, so you're not coming near my ozone. Oh no.
A warm welcome. Blue is the colour, football is the game, as the old song used to go. We're here at Stamford Bridge tonight in West London. My name's Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary on this game is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And this is where it all starts in the UEFA Champions League. The group stage and match day one. My goodness, so much to look forward to. It's Chelsea against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, Derek, I hope you are as excited as me. The start of the Champions League, always a special atmosphere. Both teams will be hoping for a long journey, or it may be very, very short. We're about to find out.
This is how it looks for Chelsea. And they are a team, Lee, known for their aggressive high pressing.
Well, absolutely. That takes a lot of hard work, a lot of organisation, force the opposition to make early passes. The weakness of it, if you beat the high press, you can get exposed at the back.
Well, there's so much competition for honours just in England, Lee, but despite that, Chelsea always target the Champions League when they're in the competition.
Well, yeah, past winners, and whenever I think of Chelsea in the Champions League, I always think of drama, the games against Bayern, and famously as well against Barcelona, John Terry missing penalties, etc. Always something happens when Chelsea are playing the Champions League.
Yeah, Chelsea fans of a recent vintage have been spoiled a bit in this competition. And the PSG team looks like this. Alphonse Areola starts in goal. Marquinhos plays alongside Thiago Silva in central defence. Marco Verratti starts alongside Ander Herrera in the engine room. And up front, Kylian Mbappe plays alongside Edinson Cavani. Jorginho. Mateo Kovacic. Marcos Alonso. Here's Kovacic. He continues to make hay. It is to be a throw-in. And now Willian coming into it. And Giroud now at the controls. Well, the attack promising as it was, scuppered there. Here's Mbappe. On the pass by Mbappe, he'll be disappointed. It's time to play it over. A wonderful intervention. Good use of advantage in favour of PSG. Might be a chance here. The net is staring him in the face. A brisk start and a quick goal.
Well, the manager would have said, keep it tight at the back and see if you can nick an early goal, and they certainly have done. Well, here it is. How do you like him? In an open goal, please. No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
And underway again here with PSG in front.
Saint-Germain. Number 9, Edison Cavani.
The ball with Marcos Alonso. It's with Willian. Willian. Giroud. Now Willian. Running with the ball confidently. Willian a bit sloppy in possession there. Neymar. Nothing wrong with that idea. Still alive. And in the back of the net for PSG. That lead extended to 2 now.
Well, here's the replay. The keeper's made a save, but it's not good enough. It's back into play. He was first to react, and it's in the back of the net.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. It's going their way, 2-0.
Paris Saint-Germain goal, number 10, Neymar.
Poor pass under no real pressure. Here's Mbappe. And that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. And space for the cross. Di Maria. Herrera. Verratti. And Neymar. Here's Cavani. Must score. Just a bit too high with that powerful effort.
Yeah, he's just leaned back, Derek. Power was there, but not the direction.
On the ball, Azpilicueta. Mateo Kovacic. Willian. Pedro. And it's gone behind for the corner. They favoured a short one here. Conte. Willian. It needs an accurate cross. Back from the byline. Chance to reduce the arrears. And this time, it's in. Well, the offside flag has been raised. No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit too early. PSG possession stats are pretty bad, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Meunier. Mbappe. Oh, he's through here. The goals keep going in for them. I don't think they're going to throw this away now. Absolutely omnipotent.
Well, when we see this again, it is a wonderful effort, solo effort. Got to question the defenders. They just back off him, and he takes full advantage.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? sadly we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Jorginho. Mateo Kovacic. Willian. Well, I think it's fair to say, Lee, when you talk about teams that could win the UEFA Champions League, Chelsea have to be in that conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. They've forced themselves onto that platform now, and quite rightly so, and they're a team really...
Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Verratti now. Cut out superbly by Kovacic. Giroud. And he takes on the shot. Keeper's contribution, but what next? Verratti. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at Stamford Bridge. Well, choose your adjective where Kylian Mbappe is concerned. Explosive would be one adjective you could use, Lee.
Well, he's over.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. This is Neymar. Ander Herrera. Jorginho. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. It will be a Paris Saint-Germain free kick. Well, they've been getting the substitution. The personnel change. Verratti. Neymar. Here's Mbappe. Happy to take on the shot. Still alive. Ander Herrera. Edinson Cavani now. It might be. Well, it might still work out for them. Now Giroud. Here's Kovacic. Jorginho. Aspilicueta now. And Christensen. N'Golo Conte. Jorginho. Mateo Kovacic. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Now Meunier. Verratti. And that's an important intervention. And they are on the move again. He has time to play it over. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. And Areola acquits himself magnificently. In by Pedro. On the corner, too close to the goalkeeper that time. Given away. And Pulisic has it. And meat and drink to the goalkeeper. Verratti. Neymar. Verratti now. Meunier. This is Neymar. Di Maria now. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Attempting to play catch-up in this second half. Lee, what ought the priorities to be?
Well, Chelsea, for me, have not been at their best. A little off-colour in all departments, but they're still in this game. We used to say on the pitch, if we were losing, we're bound to get one more chance before the end. Let's see if they get that.
And firing it into the area. Well, that would be straightforward for any keeper. Thiago Silva not given a moment's peace. 10 minutes left for play in this match. Edinson Cavani now. This is Neymar. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Very quick thinking there. Jorginho. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Possession one. Might be able to set up the chance. Pedro. The fans imploring him to fire it towards goal. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, let's see this again. Look at the defence doing their job. Now we're going to see the forwards do their job. Breaking at pace, the counter-attack, so difficult to stop. And just look at the finish.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1.
Goal for Chelsea. Number 5, Jorginho.
Under Herrera. This is Neymar. Verratti. Under Herrera.
The fourth official has
The
indicated
referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Di Maria. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. And that is all for this game. It's an ideal start for Paris Saint-Germain. They have 3 points.